What's up there, everybody? So today is today was the new trailer for Vice and Mature released by SNK for King of Fighters 15. And what we're going to do is check out the trailer, see what's going on, and then do a little bit of a history for these two secretary ghostly ladies and get some history going on here of them in the King of Fighters franchise and how they are going to play in the new game. So the last bit of information we had there was from July 20th, which was around Evo time. We just got this new trailer on December 4th, and the game will have them be involved and playable on December 12th. So that's just a few days away. So let's take a look here and see what we have.
Mature. Vice.
やっぱり私たちが戦うっていうのはどうにも気乗りしないわね。そんなこと言ってどうせ自分の方が強いと思ってるんだろう。さあいらっしゃい。やろうか。それおしろ。楽しいね。ビビってんじゃないよ。
うせろ亡霊。さもなくば俺があの世に送り返してやる。
あら怖い。そんなに心配はいらないみたい。でもせっかくここまで来たんだから楽しみましょう。ヤガン。さようなら叫びよ。まだよ。してあげる。刻んであげる。気持ちいい叫びよ。それまだよ。
今すぐ消える。俺の手で消される。選ばせ。
そんな顔するなよ、ヤガミ。そんな可愛い顔されたら顔面を潰したくなっちゃうだろ。ぶっ飛べ。構わないね。怖いか。たまらないね。ぶっ飛べ。構わないね。怖いか。痛いよ。
Hell could not hold these two beauties. Orochi is eternal. KOF 15.
楽しかったわ。ありが満月の夜にまた会おうか。
Very nice. They were too angry. That's hilarious. Hell couldn't hold them. So, this trailer, lots going on. Lots going on in it. Let's see if we can get a nice, here we go. Oh.
しないわね。そんなこと言ってどうせ自分の方が強い。
Okay. So lots of stuff going on here, and a lot of things going on in the King of Fighters lore in general. So, what we are going to have basically is two ladies here, and they are both secretaries. They are very angry, vengeful, sexy secretaries. And we have on the left, and that is going to be Mature. So she is from originally King of Fighters 94, and she is Rugal's secretary. And generally speaking, she's really attractive. She's very cynical, has basically speed, agility, and acrobatics on her side. And they say that she's a cruel beauty and a very mean lady. So there is a lot of emphasis historically on her legs, and they had her in outfits where they were a bit of skirts to emphasize her legs. Then, as King of Fighters progressed, they had her in a little bit more of a pant. She's charming, sophisticated, and ruthless. Now, we're going to look now at the lady on the right, and that is so we have Vice. Wait a minute here. Where's all my notes? Here, yes. Vice from KOF 95. And she is Rugal's secretary also. Now, she is considered a brutal sadist. So, she is considered the first female grappler and is very strong and traditionally has more slicing moves and slashing moves. She enjoys nature and generally the destruction of mankind, and she has ties to her group called, I believe you pronounce it Hawkes Who. She along with Mature have basically been involved with the character that we saw later in this trailer called Iori. So he is involved because Vice and Aori were basically working in KOF 96 with a character called Gonitz. And he was the antagonist and the boss of KOF 96. And he was the head of the Hakusu. And he was considered the boss of Vice and Mature. They helped him out with whatever he basically needed. And one of the jobs that he needed done was he wanted the ladies to follow Aori because he wanted to have some of the power that Aori has. So, to figure out how to get it, he needed these ladies to follow him around. And as Vice and Mature were following Aori, they figured out that they didn't want to do that. Okay, so they thought he was all right, and they didn't want to basically take him down and see their boss take him down and everything else, let alone to get his power, and which is through the Orochi, which is the group and family that he's from. So Iori and another character named Kaio have a fight in this KOF 96 game. And the ladies, Mature and Vice, are still working for, make sure I get this name correct again, Gonitz. And they're still watching over Aori. And while the fight is going on between Iori and Kaio, Iori is also fighting Gonitz. And Iori starts to go out of control, and he beats Gonitz, and he ends up going into something called the Ritual of Blood. And he just goes wild, and he kills Vice and Mature in the process of that. Now, fighting Gonitz in KOF 96 caused Aori to activate this Ritual of Blood inside himself, and all the people that happened to be around him at the time had died. So Vice, Mature, and Gonitz. Now, ironically, Vice and Mature, who are the ladies on the screen, they don't hold this against him, and they return as ghosts in King of Fighters 13 and King of Fighters 14. So now, this is King of Fighters 15. And as we're seeing the introduction of these ladies, right, and what they can do, with Mature being on the left and Vice being on the right, they go through Mature's playthrough a little bit first, and then they show Aori in there, and then they show parts of Vice's and everything also. So it's interesting to see how the three of them are going back and forth and corresponding with each other. It's interesting to see how Gonitz, he ended up was clearly one of the antagonists of this whole thing, because he wanted these ladies to follow this guy around so that he could try to take him down, to try to take his power, his Orochi, and the core of his power. And then when he ended up attacking Aori himself, and Mature and Vice, they all died. So it's very interesting. It's an interesting story there. And what makes it even more interesting is the fact that Aori, through this, is basically saying that he's always threatening to send the ladies back. So, and they don't care. They're just sort of going, we're here just to have a good time and basically torture people. Now, I think it's interesting that they're both secretaries in general, because I don't know. I mean, I think I like their look. I think it does look very professional. I remember classically too, there was always a lot of emphasis on Vice and Mature, and I like really how they're wearing roughly the same outfit, but it's a contrast of each other. You have the white here, and on this side you have the red. The black and white, and the black and red here. I really like how they have the details here of the wingtips on their collar. Looks very nice. And then the roses here on their shoulders. And it looks like it's also a bit of um, I don't remember what the name of this particular type of hose is, but it's you can see the details in it. That looks like little tiny circles there. They did a good job. They did a good job with these ladies.
と思ってるんだろう。さあいらっしゃい。やろうか。
And both of them are wearing these little bow necklaces with gems on them. Very, very, very pretty there. Hey. Yeah, lace. That's it. You're right. That's it. That's lace. That's lace. Yeah. You could tell too, because there, right there, they did a real nice job. Real nice job with that. That looks real pretty. They did. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I like this. I like this outfit. It just looks very nice. Let's watch through. We'll watch through the beginning there and sort of just stop through it. Catwoman? Hey, Catwoman has always looked really nice. All the versions of Catwoman. So we can see, emphasis, really an emphasis on, which is very interesting. There's a strong emphasis on white, but a strong emphasis on blue. So, we have a blue earrings here, long drop down earrings here, a blue sapphire, and then Mature's eyes are just a real striking blue. Yeah. And she looks pretty much like a Barbie doll, really. Light pink nails. And she's looking at her nails. She's going, hey. Just got my nails done. Very nice.
さあやりましょうか。
Mature.
Same shade as pink. Yeah, that's right. To be honest, I was thinking it was just because of how popular they are. Really helps, give a good season. I was thinking. I watch KOF, but even I know about these ladies. I know about them. Yeah. And I know to see them, and I go, oh, and then of course when you hear, oh man, mature and Vice. The thing that I was sort of surprised about was, I remember this announcement at Evo, and now it's later on, but I think they were probably waiting for a special time. No, you know what? I think that they could easily, I think, make it into City of the Wolves. Absolutely, I really think so. I really think so. To be honest, I remember in Tekken, or in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, right? I remember that the Street Fighter Cross Tekken characters were transferred over into Street Fighter 4. So I would not be surprised at all. I would not be surprised at all if they took these characters and added them into City of the Wolves. And they could use these core builds, and then maybe just exaggerate some things here and there, you know? Hey there, thank you. What's up there? Hey. Yeah, my power just cut. My power just, everything in the house, boom, went down. And then we were on for about 9 or 10 minutes, and then the next thing you know, the internet went out. Yeah, again. But it was just the internet, not all the electricity. Reuse the assets. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, and I wouldn't think there's anything wrong with it. I wouldn't think there's anything wrong with it. Like I said, the characters for, let's see, Poison, Hugo, Rolento, Elena. Poison, Hugo, Rolento, and Elena all went into Street Fighter 4 from Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and they went into that game seamlessly. You know, they did very well. Yeah. Yeah, so I think Mature looks very good. I really, you know, we were just speaking about the lace. She has a lot of nice texture here that looks like maybe it's linen. It could be. It could be linen. Yeah, we'll have to see how Elena is in 6. That'll be exciting. And actually, I think Mai's going to do really well. Okay, so here's Secretary number 2. She's going, oh man, I gotta deal with this chick again. Okay, so here's Vice. Now, so with her, it's just an emphasis. Everything about her is an emphasis of shades of red. So she's got her red, you know, vest here, and they have this white, you know, elaborate piping that sort of almost looks silver-like, and it's just very, it stands out a lot, especially with the fact that this ruby here is surrounded by gold. They could have surrounded it by silver or something else to make it match that, but they wanted it to, I think, to blend a little bit more. And then she has her drop-down earrings here. It looks very, very pretty. You know, her eyes are red, and she has auburn hair. And I like the fact that her hair, you know, isn't some sort of an obnoxious red. You know, it's more of an you know, more natural-ish kind of reddish, auburny kind of color. It looks real nice. I think her haircut looks real good. She looks pretty. And of course, her nails are done too. Yeah. She does seem like she's a lot more angry. A lot more angry than Mature is, though. That's what's funny.
Vice.
やっぱり私たちが戦うっていうのはどうにも気乗りしないわね。そんなこと言ってどうせ自分の方が強いと思ってるんだろう。さあいらっしゃい。やろうか。
So already we're seeing some long range moves there, and then that was a long range basically grab already through Mature down to the ground. So we're seeing straight out the bat that that Vice is going to have good range in specials and just get a good Oki going by putting you on the ground quickly at that point. That looked like another command grab there. Oops. Okay, so this is Mature fighting, and looks like she has her light blue slashes going. And her fight style is a lot more emphasis on acrobatics. Yeah, there go all those grabs. Okay, nice projectile there.
さもなくば俺が
Iori's going, man, what the heck? You know, this guy, I don't know who he thinks he is. Here he goes killing everybody. He's supposed to be he killed these ladies supposedly by accident, and now he's telling them, hey, look, you know, he can't even hang out here. Who the heck is he to say anything? He's the one that freaking knocked him out, you know? He shouldn't be saying boo. That's hilarious. I don't know. You want his coat? He has a nice coat. He has some nice emphasis here on the collar. You know, these poor ladies, they just came back for some fun. He's already trying to get them out of here. I know, yeah, they don't hold it against them. And they came back to hang out with them too. And even then, he still doesn't want to hang out with them. That's unbelievable. Jeez, that's crazy, right? I can't even believe it. I'd be like, man, this guy, he did all of this, and he's still acting like this. That's crazy.
あの世に送り返してやる。
あら怖い。そんなに心配はいらないみたい。でもせっかくここまで来たんだから。楽しみましょう。ヤガン。
She's got a nice side switch option there. And I remember for when Terry came into Street Fighter 6, the idea of lanes and everything. So this is very cool that Mature has this also with Iori. It's a great juggle combo there. Now there's that special that you were talking about there for the Heaven's Gate with that giant skull. I think I cut it. Right there. Very nice. And that is a classic move there for Mature, and a lot of people recognize this. They do recognize this, and it always looks very cool.
今すぐ消える。俺の手で消される。選ばせ。
そんな顔するなよ。
He's saying, hey,
そん
quit
な
being
可
such a
愛い
sourpuss.
顔されたら顔面を潰したくなっちゃうだろ。
She is angry. Yeah, exactly. She's not putting up with any of that. You know, the interesting thing about when Vice is fighting is when she hits, has these explosions, right? And it doesn't even show the slashes. It shows a small starburst. And you can hear the explosion going with it. And it almost, even if we don't know what the damage levels are, you can almost just mentally visualize that the damage is going to be bigger with her because of the emphasis on this, right? Yeah, that's something. And also, Mature is a lot more emphasis on that icy light blue and their long slashes. And then we have Vice here, and it is this orange fireworks, starburst, and bombs going off. Oh, there we go. Escape. So we're gonna watch. We'll watch on the left first, and that's matures. Oh wow, very neat. Okay, so she launches Aori up in the air, and then as he's coming down, then she just disappears. She's a ghost, remember? And then she switches sides, and then just finishes.
Hell could not hold these two beauties.
Okay, so let's watch Vice's side here on the right. Okay, here we go. So she has Aori underneath. She basically throws him down, and then she puts him up and slashes.
Hell could not hold these
I
two.
love this announcer. It's just funny. So very neat there. I think that they're a good ad. They're a good ad to King of Fighters 15. And like I said, we got our first idea that they were coming in around July 20th, and now it is a bit later there, so it's December 4th. They look like they're very well done, very well made. We're going to have to see how they're going to do with the rest of the cast and everything. They're going to be released on December 12th, and with City of the Wolves coming out on April 24th, I think it would be safe to say I think that they would be also in City of the Wolves in some sort of form, or at some point. I bet that they'll be transferred over there. Yeah.
Two beauties. Orochi is eternal. KOF 15.
楽しかったわ。ありが満月の夜にまた会おうか。
Wouldn't that be something? Can you imagine being in a lawyer's office or anywhere where there would be secretaries, and then there they'd be sitting there doing their thing? That'd be wild. I can't imagine. I like the music too. Yeah, I think it's well done. I like how there's an emphasis on trumpets and saxophones with the KOF games, and just with SNK. I think it's very neat. Even with Terry's theme in Street Fighter 6, very strong emphasis in brass. So saxophones and trumpets, and yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. So they're saying here December 12th is when they're coming out. PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Windows, Steam. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, are you okay? Yeah, that's funny. Arashi, no. Saxophone mixes are always good. Yeah, they are. They are. Actually, I know I say this, I really mean it. Terry's songs, I feel, is really one of the best songs in the whole game. I think it's very, very good. Very good, very well made. And I like how it goes, you have the intro, and then it really picks up, and then about around halfway through it kind of slows down, and and I like it. It's really good, and then it starts getting crazy, and at one point playing, I thought that parts of the song, how when you're playing and they have the commentators you can load in, and different voice clips can happen through and are triggered during certain things, right? Well, I actually had thought parts of the song were triggered when things were getting closer to knockout, and just getting crazier. But then I realized that's just the timing of how they made the song, and it's really good. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. I ended up there were people at my local that were very strongly into King of Fighters, and for me, I did not get into it, but I watched it. And what I remember was I remember the ladies. The backgrounds were some of my favorites because oh, thank God you messaged that because um, I'm headed to Kings of the World, and I really want to see if I can try to get a train to France. And if I do, but it's going to be December time, the temperature and everything's going to be terrible. But I'm going to see. See, it wouldn't make any sense if I did this in the winter time. But there's all these ladies sitting at these little round lunch tables in front of the Eiffel Tower. And as you're getting closer, you're going through the team and everything, and you're getting closer to knock somebody out, and they're going like this. And they're just freaking getting hype, more and more hype. And then the next thing you know, when you knock somebody out, they're just going nuts. So I was going to try to wear one of the dresses that they have and one of those big hats, and just be like, yo, starting to get excited. I don't know if anybody would get the reference, but that's one of the best things I remember from the the King of Fighters series was the interactive backgrounds. I just thought were very, very good. Yeah. Bangers. Yeah. Yeah. I remember I remember that background. I know that there were some other ones too that were very good, but especially that France background was I really liked it, and I thought, man, I have to try to figure out a way to like get this, and if I get it so that people would sort of understand what it's from, um, and uh, and I always thought to myself, I was going, man, here's these ladies. They're dressed up in all these fancy dresses, and they're probably thinking, man, there's a street fight going on right in front of us, and they're probably going, man, this is great. we've got lunch and a freaking show. Like, oh my god, bistro snacks. The Eiffel Tower, very good there. Actually, I have a story about that. So like a good towards maybe it was towards no it was maybe at the beginning of Street Fighter 5 or so. um um Wait a minute here, let me get this all lined up right. It was the end of Street Fighter 5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And it was a Red Bull event, or not an event, but it was just a special thing. And Snake Eyes was being featured. So I was hanging out with a buddy of mine named Deal, and Snake Eyes said, "Hey, they're going to be taking pictures of me on top of the Paris Eiffel Tower for this special Red Bull thing he was doing." So we all got in the elevator and went up, and they took all kinds of really cool pictures, really, really cool pictures of him um, hanging out on the top. And then you could see everything all around. It was really, really neat and windy. It was a little windy up there. And of course, they had metal fencing everywhere, but it was very, very neat. Yeah, it was very neat. It was a fun experience there. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, I remember. I just remembered that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure, you know, he's got to remember, how awesome and everything. That was very cool. Yeah, very, very cool there. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens if I can figure something out or not. But oh, what I was going to say was I also remember I remember watching high level King of Fighters, but I also remember another game that was very popular at the time, and I remember at the start of the round it would say the wheel of fate is turning, and it was an anime game, and it was very popular at the time. And is that Blaze Blue? Okay, yeah, yeah. And I just remember going, man, what was that game? What was that game? I'm like the Wheel of Fate. I'm like I don't know, but it was entertaining. It was very good. Yeah, yeah, it was very good. Yeah, yeah, very cool there. Very cool. Well, I'm happy to see the Vice and Mature make it in, and they look like they're going to do real well. They already have some good traction and everything going on for them. So yeah, I think they'll do great for King of Fighters 15 there. Yeah. Oh, Shermie. Yeah, she's very popular too. Yeah, she's very popular too. Yeah, she's a big deal. She's a big deal too. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see how everything goes with City of the Wolves, and it'll be very interesting, especially with Mai coming over at some point. We'll have to see. I can't wait. It took you a while to get it down. I bet. I bet it was complex. You know. Who's your team? Who's on your team there? I think she will. I really do. If this much attention and detail was put on Terry, I bet she's going to be pretty fantastic. Yeah. Ah, very cool. Okay, very nice. Yeah. Well, that is gonna be it for Vice and Mature. Now they did say at SNK on Twitter there that more information is going to be coming out, and another trailer is going to come through. So that's very
戦いって
exciting
いうのは
to
どうに
see
も
how
気乗り
that's
し
going
な
to
いわ
go.
ねそんなこと言ってどうせ自分の方が強いと思っ
Mm, she is not putting up with it. That's funny. All right. Well, I hope you guys had a great time here with Vice and Mature. And it is really good to see these ladies come on through KOF 15. Of course, Mature here starting off all the way back for KOF 94. And then Mature, I'm sorry, and then Vice joining in a little later in KOF 95. They're going to be a nice, strong addition to King of Fighters 15. And I just have a feeling. I have a feeling this isn't we're going to be seeing them there, but we're going to be seeing them in other areas too. So lots to look forward to there. Oh, Shermie. Sylvie and Lori, or Iori. Very nice. Very nice. Long. Very cool. Very cool there. That's awesome. How long have you been playing KOF? 99. Very nice. Wow. Yeah, okay. That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, that's great. I have a really good feeling that this is this is good, but this is also to build up the new game. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, a Toys R Us. Aw. That's awesome. That's very cool. That's exciting. Very neat there. Well, I hope you guys had a great time with Vice and Mature. More information is going to be to come, and they will be available on December 12th there, which is going to be coming up in about a week and a half. Something very fun to look forward to on on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So, very cool stuff. I hope you guys had a great time with this King of Fighters 15 review for Vice and Mature. And we're going to put some of the Tekken World Tour finals up next. So I hope you guys had a great time with KOF. And the next trailer is going to be coming out pretty shortly. So I will see you guys soon. Bye.